Hi mates, I am Mani. Now I am going to explain the creating aggregates and volume. In this exercise, we are going to use the command line interfaces, a Netapp system manager, and disks and aggregates and work of storage systems. By this end of the exercise, we are going to learn running the storage configuration and creating 64-bit aggregate and creating 64 aggregate to 64 and disk values and flexible volume and designing volumes, creating Q3, deleting and destroying. These are the things that we are going to do in creating aggregate and volume. First, we need to know what's the aggregate and volume. In general, aggregate representing the physical aspect of storage, whereas volume are not just a partition of an aggregate. Once again I repeat, the aggregate is representing the physical aspect of storage, and volume are not just partition of an aggregate, but the logically representation of storage, the accessing of to end users through the storage access protocols. The access protocols like NFS, CAFS, ISCSI, and these are some of the storage access protocols. Okay, first step in task 1. Now we are going to do the run the storage configuration. Open window client, double click on Netapp, sorry Mike, cancel. Double click on storage system. My storage name is Manikanda Reddy. Yeah, it's open. In the left click storage, so in the left panel click storage, and you can see here storage configuration. Just click on it, go for next, and select the manual creating aggregate. Go next, finish it, and it is done. Now it has been created. In task 2, what are the things in task 2 we are going to do? By using the Netapp command system manager, creating a 64-bit aggregate. Go storage, go in aggregates, start creating a new aggregate, go for next, and in the aggregate name you can write AGGR1. Yeah, and use RADP and go for next, and select the disk. In the capability of disk, use more than 3. Okay, then create. AGGR1 is successfully created. Now you can see here AGGR1 is successfully created. Yeah, now go for aggregate page, this aggregate. Again you want to click create, and you can create as much as how many you want. Now task 3, in the task 3 what are the we are going to do? Using the CLI to creating the 64-bit aggregate. Open the putty, just enter the IP address of data on tap. My data on top address is 192.168.54.80. This is my data on tap address. Click OK. Root. Yeah, it's done. Why we are going to upgrade to 64-bit? All the new data on top mode is cluster, data on top is aggregate, are created in 64-bit by default. However, in earlier systems, during the migrations of 32 aggregates can be founded. In order to have an aggregate the larger than 16 terahertz, you need to convert into 32 aggregates to 64-bit. I'll tell you one point. In 64-bit aggregate, it requires a more free available space than 62 aggregate. So this is the only point. Just we're going to update into 64-bit, because not only that, because the block pointers are larger in 64-bit aggregate. Okay, now you can see. Just enter AGGR status. Yes, you can see AGGR1 is created, AGGR is in online. Now go for other command, just enter AGGR create space AGGR2. It's unrecognized, so wait. You can see the status. Before that, we need to do AGGR status one. You can see the address as you can see the radius in selfie being of chains of pools, and enter the sys config. So you got add so you can see here. It takes some more time to its run as in online. So it is creating. AGGR1 is creating and it is in process. So wait a few minutes to become in online. In the meanwhile, we can go for other step. You can see like AGGR status. Yes, we got AGGR is online and AGGR1 is created. Its initialization, it's a 64-bit. It's changing to 64-bit. You can wait for a few minutes to become AGGR1 to come into online. Now you can see the disk of aggregate AGGR1 is in online. Okay, now click on it. You can see it's 15.82 GB and it is used 14 KB. Just refresh button if it's not mentioned. Click the disk. Go for spare. Just add aggregate. Continue. Okay. Now you can see here the disk has been 4. Now we had 4 disks in AGGR1. The AGGR1 is successfully created. Now you can see here AGGR1 has been created. If we can't see is how many disks, just refresh it. You can see the how many disk has allocated. Next, using the system manager to creating a volume. Yes, now we are creating a volume. Go for storage. Click the volume. And click create. Yeah, in the name of the place of name, write VOL. Sorry, NASVOL and AGGR1 is in default, and it's in 1 GB, and click can provisionized, then create it. Yes, now it has been created in OS volume and 972 MB and 1 GB we have been allocated. So now we should resizing the volume. How we can resizing the volume? Just click NAS volume and go for resize. Click next. Now you can see total capability 1 GB. Now you're going to increase 1.5 and go to next. You can see here successfully have been resize the volume. Finish it. Just refresh it. Minimize. Now open the putty. Just enter my data on top address. Password 1. Now VOL STATUS caps NASVOL. Click enter. You can see here VF minus H caps NASVOL. Just enter. You can see volume 1, volume here. You can see the volume. Just we have been how much total memory and how much we have been used. Then resize the volume. Just enter VOL size NAS VOL 100G. NAS size in VOL 100G. Yeah, it's in setup. Just click enter and go for VOL STATUS status and write NAS VOL. Enter. Yes. Okay, now you can see the volume 64-bit and yours the volume UUID and this aggregate is AGR1. Now go enter. And now we are creating a Q tree. How we can create a Q tree? Just what are things we are going to do? Just open the Netapp. In Netapp, in storage, we had a Q tree. Click the Q tree. Just create. And in the name, just you write just caps NAS QT1 and caps NAS VOL. Select the security style. Click Unix. Now it's being created. Yeah, it's done. Now we can create a one more. Just try to. NAS QT1. Next. Sorry. QT. Yes. VOL. VOL. Yeah, it's done. Yes, VOL. That's it. Select image. Create. Now been created two. Just what things we are now going to do is Q3, create VOL NEAS VOL NEAS QT. Okay, done. Just enter Q3 status. Q3 create volume caps NEAS VOL NEAS QT. Okay, now you can see NES volume 1, 2, 3. Now you can see here. Now being created 1, 2. It is done. Just refresh it. You can see here. Yeah. Now you can see here in Q3 is created. Now delete a Q3. Just go to storage, come to Q3 and select. Just delete. Okay. Just delete it. Yeah, it's done. Now next step is going to do. Next, enter command priv set advanced. Okay, this is advanced. Let's enter Q3, delete space volume caps NEAS VOL and NEAS QT1. Not found. Just go for priv set and Q3 status. Now the delete the volume. Now let me create the two volumes. Here the volume 1. So this NES volume, and in storage go for volume and right click on it. Before that we need to put in offline. Yeah, it's done. Select it. Just delete. Okay, delete. Yes, your option is done. Thank you seeing the module 3 of creating of aggregation and volume. Thank you everyone for watching my video.